Hello guys, welcome again. Myself MD Tariq Anwar. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. Already explained in the last video lecture series, that is heat treatment processes in details such as hardening processes, quenching process, hardening, annealing, tempering. So today I am going to discuss the topic, that is surface hardening process, like carbonizing, night riding, cyaniding, flame hardening, and induction hardening in detail. So today I am going to start, that is the topic, surface hardening. What is surface hardening? Surface hardening is nothing but the hardening of the surface or the case of an object. So in many situations, hard and wear resistant surface is required with the tough core. Core will be tough, but surface and case will be hard and having wear resistance properties. Because of the tough core, the components can withstand impact load. The typical applications requiring these conditions include gear teeth, camshafts, bearings, crank pins, clutch plates, tools and dies. These are the examples of surface hardening process. These are the applications. That is gear tooth. Inside the gear tooth, or you can say core of the gear tooth, will be tough, but gear tooth will be hard and having wear resistance properties. Similarly, camshaft, bearing, crank pins, clutch plate, tools and dies, etc. The combination of these properties can be achieved by the following methods. That is, first one is hardening and tempering the surface layers. This is known as surface hardening. It is classified as flame hardening, and next one is induction hardening. I'll explain what is flame hardening and what is induction hardening. So next part is changing the composition at surface layers. That is chemical heat treatment or case hardening. Next process is changing the composition at surface layer only. It will be achieved by chemical heat treatment or case hardening process. It is further classified as, first one is carburizing, second one is night riding, and third one is carburizing and cyaniding. So I'll explain each and every point in details in the next video, in the next slides. So I'll here explaining. First one is, that is surface hardening, in which I am discussing here flame hardening process. The flame hardening involves heating the surface of a steel to a temperature above upper critical point, that is 850 degrees Celsius. Flame hardening is nothing but it involves heating the surface of a steel to a temperature above critical point. What is critical point? That is 850 degree Celsius with oxyacetylene flames, and then immediately quench the surface with cold water. This is the film hardening process. So heating transforms the structure of surface layers to austenite, and the quenching changes it to martensite. So heating transforms the structure of the surface layers to austenite, and the quenching changes it to martensite. हीटिंग से क्या होगा, ये ऑस्टेनाइट में कन्वर्ट होगा, और क्वेंचिंग से क्या होगा, ये मार्टेनसाइट में होगा. मार्टेनसाइट क्या है? हार्डेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ structure. So here I am showing with the help of diagram, or you can say with the help of figures, that is gear flame hardening. I am providing flame on the gear and quenching after that. So this is flame hardening. The surface layer are hardened to about 50 to 60 HRC. Clear? It is less expensive and can be easily adopted for large and complex shape. बहुत बड़े पार्ट को हमको सरफेस को हार्ड करना है तो हम कौन सा प्रोसेस यूज़ करेंगे? फ्लेम हार्डनिंग प्रोसेस. बिकॉज फ्लेम कैन बी और कैन रीच एट एनी पॉइंट ऑन द लार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स शेप में भी क्या होगा? हीट हम दे सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ फ्लेम torch or oxyacetylene torch. So it is less expensive and can be easily adopted for large and complex shapes. Flame hardened part must be tempered after hardening. The tempering temperature depends on the alloy composition and desired hardness. कितना हमको देना है टेम्परेचर? तो टेम्परिंग टेम्परेचर डिपेंड्स ऑन द अलॉय कंपोजिशन, किस टाइप का कंपोजिशन है, एंड डिजायर्ड हार्डनेस कितना चाहिए. तो सी दिस डायग्राम हेयर, आई एम शोइंग दिस डायग्राम आफ्टर यूजिंग ऑक्सीएसिटिलीन टॉर्च the object will become hard and after that it will be quenched. So see this first diagram, water is spraying on the object, and second is flame hardening, or you can say that is heating is provided to the object. Similar way, burner is here and heating the shaft with the help of flames. Shaft upper layer is heated and after that it will be quenched as per the alloy composition and as per the desired hardness. So the flame hardening methods are suitable for the steels with carbon contents ranging from 0.40 to 0.95% and low alloy steel. तो flame hardening किसके लिए यूज़ होगा? You can read here. Now we will discuss surface hardening. That is, next part is that is induction hardening. What is induction hardening? Already explained flame hardening. So here I am going to discuss induction hardening. Induction hardening involves placing the steel components within a coil through which high frequency current is passed. coil के बीच में रखेंगे उसको. coil में क्या होगा? हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी करंट इज पास्ड. The current in the coil induce eddy current in the surface layers of the object and heat the surface layers up to austenite state. कहाँ तक हीट करेगा? austenite state तक हीट करेगा सरफेस को with the help of induction process. Correct? Then the surface is immediately quenched with the cold water to transfer the austenite into martensite. The principle of induction hardening is as follows. See this diagram, it will be more clear to you what is the process of induction hardening. See the left figure, that is here AC is alternating current, that is power supply, and this is typical induction heating setup. Heat station here, and here is a cooling coil. In between there is a object where eddy current is generating, and there is a fixturing point, and one system is here also attached. It is giving you feedback, so known as feedback system. So how much you have to supply the power. Here on the right hand side there is another figure which is also showing the actual mechanism. This is the block diagram on the left hand side. This is the actual figure. This is the coil which is red in color. In the coil current is passed, and in between there is an object which you have to heat with the help of induction process. So part is heated by induction method, and this part is cooled after that. So here induce current in the part में क्या होगा, current will be induced and current in the coil, and this is the line diagram which is magnetic field. So now I hope you understood the concept of induction mechanism. Now we'll discuss here advantages of induction hardening over flame hardening is its speed and ability to harden small parts. ये एडवांटेज क्या है इंडक्शन हार्डनिंग का एज कम्पेयर टू फ्लेम हार्डनिंग? स्पीड इज मोर and ability to harden smaller and smaller parts, but it is expensive. This is the disadvantage. Like flame hardening, it is suitable for medium carbon and low alloy steel. It is also suitable for medium carbon steel and low alloy steel. Typical applications for induction hardening are crankshafts, camshafts, connecting rods, gears and cylinders. So here I have shown the figure, that is camshaft or crankshaft, or you can say. So कनेक्टिंग रॉड के लिए भी यूज़ होता है इंडक्शन हार्डनिंग प्रोसेस फॉर सरफेस हार्डनिंग, गियर्स के लिए भी, सिलेंडर्स के लिए भी. सो these are the figure for additional information. So with the help of induction process, part is heated and after that it will quenched. Now we'll discuss, already discussed, that is flame hardening and induction hardening, basic methods of surface hardening. Now we'll discuss another methods for surface hardening, that is carburizing. What is carburizing process? Carburizing is carried out on a steels containing carbon less than 0.2%. किसके लिए यूज़ होता है? Carbon percentage will be less than 0.2%. It involves increasing the carbon contents on the surface layers up to 0.7 to 0.8%. ये क्या करेगा? कार्बन कंटेंट्स को बढ़ाएगा. This is known as carburizing process. In this process, the steel is heated in contact with carbonaceous material from which it absorbs carbon. Carbonaceous material से क्या करेगा? ऑब्जेक्ट एब्जॉर्ब करेगा कार्बन को. This method is mostly used for securing hard and wear resistant surface with tough core. Clear? This method is mostly used for securing hard and wear resistant surface. हमको किस टाइप का सरफेस चाहिए? हार्ड एंड wear resistance with toughest core. कोर जो है वो टफ रहेगा. So can the object can absorb loads. So carburizing is used for gears, cams, bearing and clutch plates. Reaction involved in carburizing process. This is the reaction, that is 2CO, carbon monoxide, 2C plus CO2. So here is the carburizing process diagram, that is putting the object in the carbonaceous materials so that object can absorb carbons. Now we will discuss another part of this, that is what are the steps in carburizing process or what are the methods. So following methods are used to diffuse carbon into a surface layer. अब वो क्या करना है? कार्बन को डिफ्यूज़ करना है on the surface of an object. Okay, so first one is pack carburizing, or you can say solid carburizing method. Second one is gas carburizing, and third one is liquid carburizing. See this diagram. First one is pack carburizing on the top of the page, that is I am zooming in this diagram so that each and every point will be clear to you. This is the pack carburizing process. Heat to carburizing temperature. कहाँ तक हीट करना है? Carburizing temperature. Red color is showing heat supplied, and C is the here in the red, in the green, or you can say white color, part to be carburized. This is the part which is green in color, and carbon is accumulating or absorbing by the object. Activated charcoal, which is blur in color, black blur. So this is activated charcoal. Charcoal में क्या होगा, carbon percentage will be more from here. This will absorb carbon. So this is saturated, or you can say sealed steel container in which heat is supplied, and CO is carbon monoxide. So C is the carbon on the surface of the part, and CO is the carbon monoxide gas that is circulated around the part. So circulate करेगा इसके चारों तरफ. I have shown with the help of arrow here. So ये क्या होगा, कार्बन को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा पार्ट. So क्या होगा, this will be known as carburizing process, or first method of carburizing, that is packed carburizing or solid carburizing. See here next, that is gas carburizing. Clear? So here there are 4 chambers. First one is blower and main gas from gas supplied, and another chamber is temperature chamber, another chamber is quench chamber, and fourth chamber is cooling chamber. So there are 4 chambers, gas supplied to the object, and this is known as gas carburizing methods. And last one is liquid carburizing. लिक्विड में हम डिप करेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट को. So this is known as liquid carburizing process. So these are the different methods of carburizing. Now we'll discuss surface hardening process, that is night riding. Night riding involves diffusion of nitrogen into the product to form nitrides. The resulting nitride case can be harder than the carburized steel. तो नाइट राइडिंग प्रोसेस जो है वो क्या होता है, उसका जो केस हार्डेंड होगा, जो हार्ड होगा, उसका हार्डनेस क्या होगा, हार्डर दैन द कार्बोराइज्ड स्टील. दिस प्रोसेस इज यूज्ड फॉर alloy steel containing alloying elements such as aluminum, chromium and molybdenum which form stable nitrides. किस अलॉय स्टील के लिए, किस अलॉइंग एलिमेंट्स के लिए यूज़ होगा, जिसमें अल्मोनियम होगा, हार्मोनियम होगा, क्रोमियम होगा, मॉलिब्डेनम होगा, विच फॉर्म स्टेबल नाइट्राइड्स. सो नाइट राइडिंग कंसिस्ट ऑफ processes. Night riding consists of heating a component in a retort to a temperature of about 500 degrees Celsius to 600 degrees Celsius. कहाँ तक हीट करेंगे आप, 500 to 600. Though the retort, the ammonia gas is allowed to circulate. At this temperature, the ammonia dissociates by the following reaction. Ammonia क्या होता है, ब्रेक हो जाएगा, dissociates. That is 2NH3 become 2N plus 3H2. The atomic nitrogen diffuses into steel surface. Atomic nitrogen diffuses into steel surface and combine with the alloying elements, chromium, molybdenum, tungsten, vanadium, etc. to form hard nitrides. The depth to which nitrides are formed in the steel depends on the temperature and the time allowed for the reactions. The depth, किस डेप्थ तक nitrides are formed in the steel, किस डेप्थ तक बनेगा, it depends on the temperature and the time allowed for the reaction. कितना टाइम हमने अलाउ किया रिएक्शन के लिए. After the night riding, the job is allowed to cool slowly. Since there is no quenching involved, chances of cracking and distortion of the component are less. Now it is clear to you. So night riding process में क्या होगा, chances of cracking and distortion of the component will be very very less because it is allowed to cool slowly. Now the depth of nitrided case ranges 0.2 से 0.4 mm, जो कितने केस को मतलब सरफेस को हार्ड करेगा, नाइट्राइड करेगा. द डेप्थ ऑफ नाइट्राइडेड केस range is 0.2 0.4 mm, and no machining is done after nitriding. So machining is not required after nitriding process. So nitriding increase wear and corrosion resistance and fatigue strength of the steel. क्या क्या इंक्रीज करेगा? corrosion resistance, wear resistance and fatigue strength of the steel. Since nitriding is done at low temperature, it requires more time than carburizing. Carburizing क्या होता है? थोड़ा फास्ट होता है. As compared to carburizing, it takes more time because there is a slow cooling, and also the capital cost of the plant is higher than carburizing. So this is the figures for additional information, that is nitriding process. Clear? So ये क्या होगा? Initial cost of plant in case of nitriding process will be more. Now we will discuss last point of today's topic, or you can say today's lecture and total material science lecture. I am going to finish here. That is unit number 4. I am finishing it up. So see here, last topic of heat treatment process, that is surface hardening, that is cyaniding. Similar to carbonitriding, cyaniding also involves the diffusion of carbon and nitrogen into the surface of steel. Same है जैसे लास्ट केस में क्या था, nitriding and carburizing. It is also called liquid carbonitriding. The components are heated to the temperature of about 800 to 900 degrees Celsius in a molten cyanide bath. इसमें हीट करते हैं, molten cyanide bath में रखते हैं, consisting of sodium cyanide, sodium carbonate and sodium chloride. Clear? After allowing the component in the bath for about 15 to 20 minutes, कितनी देर के लिए रखते हैं? 15 से 20 मिनट. They are quenched in oil or water. इसके बाद क्या करते हैं? इसको ऑयल और वाटर में क्वेंच करते हैं. Cyaniding is normally used for low carbon steels and case depth are usually less than 0.25 mm. इसमें केस का जो डेप्थ होता है बहुत कम होता है, that is 0.25 mm, less than 0.25 mm. It produces hard and wear resistant surface on the steel. Because of shorter time cycles, the process is widely used for the machine components subjected to moderate wear and service loads. हम इस पार्ट से जो हमको केस हार्ड एंड मटेरियल जो मिलेगा उसको हम कहाँ यूज़ करेंगे? यूज़ फॉर मशीन कंपोनेंट सब्जेक्ट टू मॉडरेट वियर, जहाँ कम वियर है, क्योंकि इसका जो केस थिकनेस है वो वेरी लेस देन 0.25 है. सो मॉडरेट वियर के लिए यूज़ करेंगे और मॉडरेट सर्विस लोड के लिए यूज़. द प्रोसेस इज़ practically suitable for screw, small gears, nuts and bolts. So now I am going to finish my topic here, that is material science subject is completed today. So you have to refer these video lecture series, and in case of any difficulty you can contact me individually, no problem at all. So I am finishing. So thank you guys.